Eye media for kakram gushia eye Bawumia no Belamundi kofom kankan kwadwo shawden eni kofom kankan e pado mochin san kofo kakrebium gushia no okatache fifa ne kofo bebrem gushia no ena ma Bawumia won kira masa Bawumia kura say I can't answer to this question nema bebre no kan just na ye nim guase ma ono angase mu eni biama nyuko no I daily update TV so send no first time about so any di no book and so riding no one subscribe am I see be news be no she be a notification on phone so no be sharp things am I so be share more down for so any ability for me and kind something Johnnie Hughes na babo nti no kase media journalist for ni bi or more apply for a year ye beka Bawumia a media engagement no because ye beka Alango Chematin ye be or invite you be answer on brebi. As I full up course scramble some membra. Ye beka John Jamani mama so ye den. Ye be. Na Bawumia nkwa de also kwa bia. This apply. Who apply no one gets approve and so decline. I said I apply for visa. Or man be dem bit me decline so bit me approve you. Inti o say woni media journalist for ni be a Captain Smart e be enkonfom kakan roller na cheso no so TV3 no a cheso no smart no ko no e ya de omo yeden omo declare omo nyina proposal through email a chese enkonfo kakam go share kwampo na e ma e Bawumia on kire omo no chese e Johnnie Hughes ability some information ya chese enya asem getoa o say ono ankasa no anko bi ko omo ka say roller ne mum although say ye decline crampo also onko yes gate na no kankasa na e pam nkrofo say when ade just like ya approve when e pam nkrofo e wo gate na no a just na eno akwa enim go ase pan just enya asen to a me so kam nengo ti Johnnie e ba ne ye de nkomo twetwe na to
Alan Chamatin has had a media encounter. John Mahama has had a media encounter. Dr. Bawumia has had a media encounter. Alan Chamatin's media encounter invited the press, sent out invitations, followed up with calls. John Mahama's media encounter also sent out invitations and followed up with calls. It was only Dr. Bawumia who says, if you want to attend my media invitation, my media encounter, apply through email, whatever it is. I don't know who the strategists are. And then when people applied, they were rejected, even though they are pressmen. But we know the government that took journalists or supposed journalists to Australia, the visa scandal thing, we know. But Sajide, he has still not been able to answer that question. When it got to taking people to Australia for fake visas and things and to represent the press when they were not pressmen, we didn't ask them to apply, we took them. When it gets to practicing journalists in the country, and the government under whose watch media press freedom has dropped down, further down. We dropped from 30 to 62, we came back to 50. We are still struggling to climb back to the 30 that they met it. We say they should apply. And when people applied, they were taken off. I'm telling you. So yesterday, Dr. Bawumia met some of the press, and you saw how at some point he was fumbling and dodging questions. Go and check, frankly, could you please check Dr. Kwame Sapwe, check their pages. They'll tell you how Dr. Bawumia was fumbling, literally flipping pages to answer questions. You ask people to apply. I, as a matter of principle, I said I didn't attend Alan Chamatin's, I didn't attend John Mahama's. As a matter of principle, I will not attend Dr. Bawumia's own. As a matter of principle, my company, as far as I know, put my name on the list with Roland Walker and Captain Smart and all of that. Our names were taken out. Our ladies were represented. Belamundi represented, Nashoko represented, Nanaya Brefo represented. But I'm just telling you on authority that our names were on the list and applied, and we were taking off. Onanoko, Onshegbe. Yesterday, did Dr. Bawumia finish answering the 170 questions that he has set, that he has not been able to? Did he finish answering those questions? When he was asked a question about the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will explode, what did he say? Yesterday, did Dr. Bawumia know that the pound is now past 20 cedis to a cedi? Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Then the question was asked, oh, so What will you do? Say, oh no, I need to keep some of the things for myself. When my government comes to power, then I need to have a manifesto that I come and do. So you are working with somebody, you are throwing him under the bus, and you have ideas, and you are keeping the ideas to yourself because you want to come to power. Look, I put a poll up on Twitter, on X. That's a simple question. I said, John Mahama says when he comes, he levy betting tax. Dr. Bawumia says when I come, he levy betting tax. I didn't even broach the question. Some people said I was being unfair because John Mahama didn't bring the betting tax and e-levy. I said, okay, but that's not my concern. As an academic, I'm only interested in this. The back end story, I don't care. I said both Dr. Bawumia and John Mahama have promised to scrap e-levy and betting tax if elected. The question is, who do you trust to keep his promise and why? Simple question. At the end of the polls, 24-hour poll, 7,490 people voted. 7,490 people voted at the end of the poll. 20,900 people had viewed what I posted. Now, 10% of the votes, if your math is good, you can calculate. 10% of the people who engaged in the poll said they trust Dr. Bawumia to fulfill his promise. 79% of the people who engaged in the poll say they trust John Mahama to engage. 1% said they trust both of them to be able to deliver. And then 10% says none of them is able to deliver. So per the poll, 79, John Mahama, out of the 7,490 Ghanaians, they trust John Mahama to be able to deliver on that particular promise. Now me Kosam, no be me Kosam. Take me to the Biscuit Seller, right? And you get to town when you talk about the issues that are happening, talk about the price of my producer, 62 only went to the market. He went to ask for the price of a tuber of yam. When they told him it cost 45 cedis, he was shocked. 55 cedis, thank you. 55 cedis, he was shocked. He couldn't believe it. It was at that point that he appreciated his wife so much. That his wife has been doing magic for him to feed well along with the children. He felt it. 2 weeks ago, my wife said, oh, JB Kotom Kosiabra. She didn't tell me that it had moved from the 16 cedis that I knew to about 75 cedis. It was when I got to the Nkosiara that I realized that. But when you talk about it, they tell you that everything is okay and you are complaining too much. I want to play a video for you. There's a Biscuit Seller. When the MPP launched its manifesto in the central region, this Biscuit Seller carried the reality of the economy to the venue of the people who say everything is okay. And she was shocked. Play the video. Let's listen.
What shall I say if you're here?
I'm 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can't say, some no na. Time na biscuit yet on 20 pesos. Because of some buona costume, this is here biscuit yet on 1 cedi. The Ayami say, who go and there, at Chinaba Yasima Junior, the 50 cities in the Atoso. And almost you can say, Omu radio Omu manifesto. Make sure me biscuit to Kwawa, Omu Koya, Omu complain, say, Minumana, Mr. Boy, Neboy. Abana Swan was so, Mabana was so, and a Macao fan, your Maya Meton. Mefano, on a measure one midbecha. Midbecha, I was almost as I know man body. Since you almost say, and then almost say, and your man make a far, dear Teno, and then I'm a Shana Midicha. It's almost to me in Casa tell me.
Oh, now, flower, and now fancy, and now Tony saying, and now the bay, and I need to do a sense when I would to me in your freezer flower, the Yankasa or Shassia.
Now Mefano, bottle, Basisia, Sidia. Bottle boy and Missu, and I'm a bay.
92.7.
Into me now, Nedodua, any Nisika, come home.
Siciano, Ebo, me baby, no, and I no pepe. Into me, imagine send me jai.
I tell you, you just break even.
Because of this. because of see their some name my dream boy, you know. They be over kono amuatu. It be imagine say me jai. But customers in be na omo friend say ade na me ya no find ti. Me ya na me family.
Oh, ya no find.
Ane.
Enti my dream say no boy ya.
This is about 3 million. My dream 2 million, this is about 3 million. Enya a week cry.
Oh, just a week ago it was 2 million. Now
this is about 3 million.
So this is Roland Walker, who was rejected from attending the Bawumia Meets the Press, engaging with a biscuit seller. She bakes the biscuit herself, all right, in the Western region. I said Central region, it's Western region. And she's explaining to us that what she used to buy for 200 cedis is now 300 cedis, so there's a 50% increment. And they used to sell the biscuit for 20 pesos, now it's 1 cedi because of the prices that have gone up, 50% more. And she said she took the biscuit that she had produced based on the real market value and the prices to the place.
Abusian for neti for nyatin sama Johnnie use ababo ntin abeka nche se nsem no kan ya de a odwene wa wonti ase ye nim se alanko jojamate ne media encounter na engagement no oye no o invite obi azombra John Germain mama invite obi azombra meeting we busa na question Bawumia nko edu Bawumia nko so de say this will apply and na dey approve you. I know John Hughes ability some information we just was Captain Smart Munya dey declare munyina just say top media journalists and come me busa no questions no yeah dey declare munyina just say enya asem keto all twice no and all can say are you going to give us food because a year you beka Biscuit Seller be beka pastries bisa no han or say so no mom dey sam na yesa nyema no or say or this pastries na ekọ that asoye won so kwakoton or core no na people for in our in there do but like ne bo na den or so the 50% no say oni Roland company din come after say ye decline no oni Roland company ye din come and or say ade some boy ding na wonim di ntikwa ya na before ekase na Russia Ukraine war ni adade ken Japan ko sanis ka pudo di koma adwasafo obi ba bonte meken bibi ye beka private jet ahodo e ko fa record tennis ka hodo ye di ko fa record fi baby no se sika ba bonte nyina obi aba bon blame sade no na ezuma about times Russia Ukraine war affect the whole world in the ade then na moti me can say COVID-19 affecting the pandemic but Ebola GM penso I know na ma Johnnie Hughes abegu mani maspa just anya asem getoa so come ningo tineba need dem country na avenue.
It's where the people say everything is okay and want to break the eight. Everything is well. You are complaining too much. We are giving you free water, free electricity, free SHS, free water. Everything is okay. You are complaining. You are ungrateful. Blah 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 blah. The same set of people. And she went there, and the people told her that the thing you are carrying is too expensive. Did you give her free flour? Did you give her free sugar? Did you give her free butter or margarine? Did you give her free baking elements? Did you give her free LPG or charcoal or firewood? Did you give her free oven? Are you going to give her water while she hawks and gets thirsty? Are you going to give her food, free food? The reality dawned on her when she got there, and the people who tell us every single day that everything is okay, they said the thing you are carrying is too expensive. Cast your mind back to 2 years ago, 1 year ago, when I kept telling you that when you get to the market, what it is that we buy has no party colors on it. It's Ghana first. Ghana first. Cast your mind back. We like to deceive ourselves and we like to pretend. Now we are getting closer to the elections. The government and its elements are telling us that they acknowledge that times are hard. Times they didn't just become hard 2 months ago. Times have been hard. We know. But we always blame the COVID, Russia and Ukraine and whatever, the opposition and everybody who is asking questions. We have never blamed it on the elephant-sized government that we have. No. We've never blamed it on monies that Kennedy Japan, for example, told us that he was giving money to go and give to Ajasa for he logged it into a Fidelity bank account. We have never blamed it on the fact that Chief of Staff asked that the private jets go to pick Henry Quarty, Kennedy Japan, and what do you call Ajasa. We have never blamed it on it. We have never blamed the hardship that we have on the president's chair being in the VA carried by 2 able-bodied men, air conditioned. We have never blamed it on it. We have never blamed our hardship on the fact that we like to import stuff. We have never blamed it. When you talk about, say, oh, during COVID we fed people, there was lockdown. The lockdown was in Accra, Tema, Kaswa, and Kumasi. Finish. The lockdown was not in Boli. The lockdown was not in Techiman. The lockdown was even not in Lindado. It was not there. Go and check how much money was spent on the lockdown feeding alone. Rice and oil and egg. Go and check. Greater Accra, Tema, Kaswa, Kumasi, 4 places. How many regions do we have? I'm talking 2 regions and half, because Kaswa is part of Central Region, and half or a quarter. Go and check how much we spent. And then they will rub it in our face. We gave you free water. We gave you free this. When COVID came, I put a tap at the back of my wall. I put a hose there because I thought we were enjoying free water. And those who could not afford it, those who did not have pipe, I connected them and gave them water for free. Today, I still pay for it. Because I can't go back to the poorest of the poor and ask them that, oh, I gave you water during this period under the impression that it was free. And now they are charging me for it. So come and pay or help me to pay. I can't do that. When you talk, they say you should not talk. They say you should shut up. You saw how the vice president was fumbling yesterday. He now knows what the reality is. Then he has Dennis Abuaji explaining everything. The erudite and my intelligent senior Dambucho will not do that. My intelligent Nana Kumia will not do that. Trying to explain English with English. Trying to explain English with English. I don't know. I said I don't know who the strategists were yesterday for Dr. Bawumia. But Dr. Bawumia, please listen to me. They are bringing you down. The people who keep encouraging you, they are bringing you down. They will not tell you the reality. If you want to do propaganda, do it well. Oh. Me, I sat under the foot of Dr. Jisa. I sat under the foot of Dr. Roxon. At GIJ. I learned the techniques of propaganda. I scored a straight A. Go and check. Straight A. Go and check. The records are there. Go and check. Go and investigate and check. But you people like to investigate. You go to my bankers, you go and check what is happening. Go and check. Go, I say go and check. Go there, go and ask and check. You've been going to the bank and say, who has dropped money in my account? Me, I'm not from a very poor home. I have principles and I live by them. Take me to Bole SHS. Let me show you another reality. I've told you that a new dining hall has been constructed at Bole SHS. For some strange reason, the DCE is not dead, he's alive. For some strange reason, the Minister for Health and Education, they are alive. For some strange reason, you have all the people there. It's raining. Put the thing up. It's raining. And they can't even cook. Meanwhile, there's a new kitchen that has been constructed for them. Put the thing up. Let's see it. This is Bole SHS in the northern region. This is it. They have a new dining hall, but they have had to cook here. When it rains and they can't cook. Now you see what they are carrying is jollof. Show me the jollof. This is the jollof that Dr. Bawumia wants to digitalize. And says that we should do and prepare an app. The app will tell us how nutritious the food is. Show me. There's a picture of the jollof alone, sitting alone. Let's identify it and see if this jollof, just by looking at it, is this nutritious jollof? This jollof alone, when you look at it, does it look nutritious? They say we should prepare an app, and that the app will tell us whether the food is nutritious or not. We should digitalize it. This jollof, what you see, this is supposed to be jollof. It's not gari photo. It's not dog food. It's human being food. This one. Does it look nutritious to you? This one. The students of Bole SHS, as of last Friday, they ate this. This is the food we want to digitalize, and we want to put and make people say we are doing free every day free.
Abusiafo neti for any information between us or some native for Pamasem no, ye mamtisa news ya kosa jese enya asem kutu akonsana about ye a media journalist for BHS ye block you from say or more entry a Bawumia media a beka engagement no. Ye him say a alanko joje mati a media a engagement as encounter we or invite a media journalist for be brace someone but no bisa questions. Ye kinds of swa is NDC for anasa mahama kwa any de enche bia. Ono so catch a media journalist for so beyond brain invite some year follow up course near that day. See then about me and they will say this all apply through email. Just all block it or say deny and also decline for through email. Say more mbasa a meeting normal be good anymore. Ipa crave come coin a ma a Bawumia coin and watch and win to me answer questions near that no. About board journalists for be dangerous. Ye decline more from Tom Kwakubisa a Bawumia question. Just say Johnnie Hughes about in time like some information or can most sorry I must say a year Yebeka Russia-Ukraine war na momudi moano. Just say or can say a black in Japan question and dress of Fusikano. Obi Babo and Timber can be. There be Obi so Tamamadi private jet whose car would be able to fire your quantity. And then Obi Babo and Timber can be Obiama blame signing mano. Nance mobile in terms of COVID. COVID is a pandemic affected the whole world. Mobile in some Russia-Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine, any I won't talk on. And then I'm a Johnnie Hughes and Yan Brave Punches and Yasam good one. In Yas at in summer a year Biscuit Seller be so babo and team pastry seller be so babo and my candies and on some brino. Yet say our Johnnie Hughes casting more just and also one semi brie. Just and also a year dear to the area who ye pan. He beat him the agenda comment session beat him so I share more down for so any beer. Subscribe my needing book and so I daily update TV.